at this beautiful pre-rendered.
Is anything the matter, Mr. Baza?
I suddenly feel not at all well.
Jesus.
I think I will lie down here in the van.
Sleep.
Should I get Madeline?
No, please. I'll just stay here and take a little rest.
Are you sure? I don't think Madeline would mind at all driving you back to the hotel.
No, I only need a few moments to close my eyes.
I'm sure
Thank
he's
you,
telling
Miss
the truth.
Nakamura.
Chateau de Sera. The vineyard and house were built on the foundations of a much older estate linked to the Templars. More importantly, I have arranged for us to have lunch here and perhaps to taste some wine.
It's about time. Right, Vittoria?
It sounds like just a detained.
This way.
Are you coming, Grace?
Oh, yeah, in a minute. I just want to look around first.
Okay, I'll see you inside.
What I'm not sure is why that needed to be pre-rendered. Could the computer not deal with that? All right, sure.
Ah, impressive. This must be the main house.
That is an amazingly plain facade.
Wow. Those gates are gorgeous.
Yes.
There's a
You say
grapevine
so.
pattern on them.
Look at that
clever.
texture. It's gorgeous.
The grass.
That's a
is
big garage for
lovely as
Europe.
well.
Most of them can barely fit a Peugeot.
It's a fucking estate. What do you expect? Anyway, we cannot check whether the car is in there for some reason. You would think that that would be reasonable.
There's a side entrance to the garage. At least I think it's a garage.
Can't you
Well-
jump up and look through that window?
No dice.
So,
They didn't even make a knob. Like, it's just a
No.
texture.
99, man.
They should have
It
just held
says
off.
Chateau de Serres Winery, Monsieur Excelsior Montreux, owner and vineyard master? And tasting and sales, I think.
Hopefully we can do some more, get in some more digs on Madeline before the day is over.
Fountain's kind of making me have to pee a little bit.
That's interesting.
Is Monsieur Montreux not joining us?
Not that I know of, mademoiselle, but I'll let him know you are here.
Hey, I saved you a seat.
Merci. You are such the gentleman, Monsieur Mosley. But I am keeping my eye on you. You better not go back you know where and do you know what?
Huh?
We are playing dumb, are we? You know I can wiggle it out of you.
Well, have some wine, Madeline.
I'd rather cut off my tongue, thanks.
Okay.
Grace does not want to speak with Madeline.
Oh, they're serving a little bread and cheese with the wine. No thanks. I ate too late last night. Well, Abbé Arnaud has finally found something he likes better than his binoculars.
Looking at the cheese and then looking back into the room.
Apparently.
Abbé Arnaud, what do you know about Chateau de Serres?
Not much. It is an old estate that has been rebuilt. The current owner is a Monsieur Montreux.
Are there any vampires slash Templars?
Gee, if Madeline sat a little closer to the fire, we could see how flammable her hairspray is.
Jesus.
That's the first time I've seen Bukele look relaxed.
She's annoying, but that doesn't mean you need to light her on fire.
I want to just note that this game is written by a woman.
That's a little harsh, even for me.
I don't want to hear about it.
That's Emilio Baza. I met him briefly last night.
Women can be misogynists.
No,
too.
I don't want to disturb Mr. Baza.
They can.
He's sick.
No,
It
he
did
is not.
come on rather suddenly, though.
He is a big faking
Maybe he
faker.
doesn't like wine.
Wiggle the car until he throws up. It's better than
I
lighting
do
him
not
on
believe
fire.
that you are sick. You must prove it to me by
peeing.
vomiting.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. It sounds like a baby crying.
Huh. That could only possibly have one explanation. There's only the one.
There's only one baby in this world.
Oh, that sound seems to be coming from the cellar.
So I don't know what did Madeline, what was she talking about?
I have no idea.
She talking about how Mosley was looking at La Morte like she was?
Nope. Didn't think it would be that easy.
Alright, I guess we're gonna break into this castle.
I can't see into that window from here.
Yeah, no shit. It's like 20 feet in the...
Well, but we can just climb up here. This seems like a very
Really?
badly designed castle. You just walk right up. Maybe they added this later.
I have got to try to get into that house somehow.
Why
Well,
would they
there's
build
that
a structure
hill.
that way?
So Grace is like...
Okay, but I'm trying to figure out what does this part of the building house?
Well, sometimes they make little like lean-tos where you put gardening implements or whatever. Although I don't know why.
Why doesn't she just walk? Why is she? Oh, okay,
Because
whatever.
it's scary when you're on the roof.
She's like got skills.
Apparently.
Or maybe not. This looks like a marionette, the way her joints come together.
Yeah.
I read an interview with Jane Jensen talking about the remastering.
That window is open, but it's really high up.
Oh, watch this.
Looks like a Virginia creeper, but it must be something else. Something French.
Who gives a shit? Alright, whatever.
It's definitely important to know what specific plant that is.
Anyway, she was... By the way, that remaster, the voices on it are... They honestly sound terrible. Like worse than the original performances.
Jesus, that baby's annoying. Ew.
All babies are that way.
Give me a cat any day.
And certainly this game could use a remake as well. But if they're gonna redo the voices, maybe they should just leave well enough alone.
There's a large wardrobe against the wall.
And Jane Jensen is back to talking about Gabriel Knight 4 being a thing. But I don't know if I want it with those voices. That really, they're very bland. I mean, incredibly
There's
bland.
a winding staircase going down to the second floor. I think there's someone down there.
So Grace won't walk downstairs.
Maybe she can go to Narnia.
I don't believe that this is a portal.
Oh.
Some interesting outfits in here.
Wonder what these symbols mean.
In a second, I will jot
The
those
trunk!
down.
I wonder if it could be the one from the train.
Does not have holes in it, so I doubt it. But let's go ahead and open it up.
Like, seriously, how loud is that baby if you
Pretty
can hear
fucking
it
loud.
in the entire castle?
Uh-oh.
You might want to hop into that wardrobe real quick.
Yes.
A little quicker might be better. Once again, they didn't actually render a...
No, it looks like, you're right, it looks two-dimensional. There's no thickness
mean,
to that door. It has no real geometry.
They can't even make circles, so I guess...
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the games that came out contemporaneous with this, it's not that bad.
I'm gonna go ahead and not look at them then.
Is that you?
Well, like the original Resident Evil and Silent Hill came out around this time. I think a lot of the games had, 2D backgrounds with 3D.
Mademoiselle Boutin, how enchanting.
Monsieur, surely you will join us for a drink and provide a bit of expertise on your wines? S'il vous plaît.
Of course, at your service, mademoiselle.
Wow, that
And
was
if
really
you could
tense.
shut up that baby, that would be excellent.
Yeah, based on how he's acting, we might suspect that maybe there isn't anything bad going on because, like, everyone can hear that baby. I highly doubt that what we just saw in that trunk is a dead baby, but let's check it out. Oh my god, that dead baby is almost certainly just a doll.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's just a doll.
Of course, it's a doll.
Yeah.
You'd be able to smell it if it were a dead baby. They don't just, like, keep.
Also, who's crying?
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like
baby.
it. It doesn't look like Hebrew, Greek, or Arabic, and it certainly isn't Oriental.
Okay.
They don't really use that term that much anymore.
Well, it's from the actual Orient.
I suppose.
It's okay.
They don't really call it the Orient anymore.
Well, no, but she's like a history person. Maybe
I
she
suppose.
talks about it in the classical way.
And I guess if you're Asian, you're allowed to call it the Oriental.
Oh, sure. Yeah, call it whatever you want.
It's like how black people can use the N-word, but the rest of us really need to not do that.
Never.
No, it's not okay ever.
It is certainly not.
Like my cousin claims that who's a kid today and that she's like 19.
She's incorrect.
I know. She says, "Oh, well, we just say it," like meaning kids her age. And I'm like, then you guys are idiots, and you need to stop and grow the fuck up.
Very stupid people. Montreux's office. We cannot exit out of this office into the rest of the house because Grace is.
That looks like the guy I saw upstairs. Madeline called him Montreux.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird to have a big portrait of yourself in your library,
Jesus
but whatever.
Christ.
Grafting the Vine, the Encyclopedia of Grapes, the Science of Viticulture, Vitis Magnificus, plus lots of books in French. This guy takes his wine seriously.
Well, it's his job.
That obviously leads to the rest of the house. I better not go out that way. Someone would see me for sure.
Another really nice piano piece here.
This desk looks really old, like something out of Dickens.
If that baby crying wasn't there.
I have no idea what it says. It looks like Latin.
Latin.
Is the audio
French
in individual
dictionaries
files such that you could replace that one with an empty?
Oh.
I wouldn't be able to read it anyway.
Yeah, you could.
That would be better.
Then you don't get the whole experience.
The whole experience is annoying.
Yeah. Anyway, look at a game that came out, I think, around the same time, like Grim Fandango, which had drawn 2D backgrounds, and that game still, I would say, looks really good. If they hadn't,
it's like stylized.
Yes, there's a print on the cover,
and only the characters are 3D, and they're not supposed to be real people.
There's a book in the drawer,
right? So it works.
It works, but they couldn't really do that. And you
Gods Among Us, the Immortals.
That's interesting. What's up with that? Gods Among Us. Is this like a Nazi thing? What the fuck? Ubermenches? The Wandering Jew is an entry.
Those must be the alleged immortals. Some of them I've never heard of.
Really?
Saint Germain.
Saint Germain is
She
delicious.
said some of them.
Someone's made notes. They can't seriously mean. Nah, no way.
Yeah, those are interesting notes that appear to be about one specific immortal person starting in 800 BC. Holy shit. And all the way up until 1929, where he was seen in San Francisco. So dude gets around.
Evidently. I mean, what else are you going to do if you're immortal? Might as well travel the world.
We don't know which of the immortals this relates to, but it certainly can't be St. Paul or St. Germain. Maybe it refers to the Wandering Jew. I don't really know the story of the Wandering Jew, but 800 BC would make sense.
What a bunch of nonsense.
Grace is having none of that.
It's funny how she doesn't. She's like Dana Scully.
That's right.
It's totally.
She's Scully. She can see.
It's irrational disbelief.
Yeah, she can see somebody floating.
There's really something weird about the eyes.
She can see real werewolves that exist and still be unmoved.
Right. Okay, so fine. There are werewolves, but there definitely isn't a Wandering Jew. Why?
It's impossible.
In this universe, there's clearly some weird crap going on.
Jews have finite lifespans.
That is bizarre. It's part man, part grail. I have no idea what that might mean.
That they wanted to keep it kind of PG, so they covered up his balls with a cup.
Why is that there though? God damn. That is really eerie.
Yeah.
Here's another thing where the perspective doesn't show you something that you need to scroll the camera down.
Oh,
this
look
place
at that.
is rigged. I wonder if that's a bad thing.
These lasers are not damaging and they don't set off an alarm.
They're just for the cats?
No, we're supposed to make a shape out of these, although I'm not really sure how you're supposed to figure that out. But If you think about the shape of a star, you can make a star by putting 5, I guess, laser beams around a circle and then turning each one of them, you know, so that it points at not the nearest one, but the second to nearest one. So we'll just go through the room and do that, and we will make a star, a pentagram, I guess you would call it. Or is it a pentacle?
Those lights are just shining out into the room. It seems like there should be some kind of pattern.
This is not a very well
It
motivated.
seems that way, does it?
Yeah. Anyway, the solution is just turn each one of them one step to the left. It's not difficult. I think it's nice that Activision has revived the Sierra name, and maybe they will make a sequel.
The little noise is just great.
I've played Jane Jensen's. I don't know if it's her most recent one, but I did play Gray Matter. It wasn't great. I don't know how many really good ideas Jane Jensen had, and I'm just worried that we're gonna have waited like 15 years, and it's not really gonna be anything great.
We'll have to pretend to like it anyway because nostalgia.
Yeah, well, okay. I mean, there's something to that, I guess. But yeah. Anyway, that's right. The analogy to Dana Scully. I've been watching the X-Files lately, and that's exactly right. Like, she sees so many things that ought to. There's the star.
And isn't she like Catholic in the show?
Oh, I don't know.
I have that impression for some reason. So she's perfectly willing to buy the whole Bible thing, but space aliens, no way.
Well, you know, 1 billion people believe that already.
Don't more people believe in space aliens these days?
We're taking stupid risks.
No, they believe in ghosts. I don't know if they believe in aliens. And I think that's a hard thing to poll, because if you call up and ask somebody that's just a stupid fucking question.
This place has a lot of doors, but they're padlocked.
I think some people are having fun with the pollsters.
Yeah, me and what army?
Cannot break the door down. Okay, here's the only thing that you can do. It's the only door.
That crying sound is coming from behind that door.
All right, well, by all means, let's just rush in.
Oh, great. It's just a wine press.
Because those make entirely the same noises. Yes, doesn't that sound like the sound that we heard?
Not really.
It's
Yeah,
rather
no.
violent, isn't it?
Well, you're crushing
The grape
something.
press is huge. At least I think it's a grape press.
I think it's a
Maybe
person
it's
press?
a people
Grapes
press.
waiting for the press. Rather gruesome now that I think about it.
They're grapes. They
I'm
don't
not exactly
care.
sightseeing down here.
Oh, what are you doing?
Yeah.
There's a machine designed expressly for that purpose sitting 10 feet away.
Yeah. All right, let's talk to this lady. I'm sure this will not
That
be.
woman looks as old as this basement.
I'm sure this will not be at all a scary or weird interaction.
Old people are never
Excuse
scary.
me.
Oh, mademoiselle, douce mademoiselle, si jeune, si jolie, si appétissante.
You don't speak English, do you? I'll just...
Pomme bleue, mademoiselle, pomme bleue.
Let go. I don't know what you're saying. Let go.
Pomme bleue, aimeriez-vous des pommes bleues?
Stop it.
Pomme bleue. Ou préféreriez-vous uniquement du jus? Hein? Un jus tout bleu, un jus sucré, un jus de raisin pressé à coups de poing?
So she and her marbles have parted company.
Jesus Christ.
Jeez. Okay, that was weird.
That was weird. Did she exit
There
out of
you
the
are.
cellar door?
I couldn't figure out where the heck you went.
I thought I heard something.
Yeah? Like what?
Nothing. I mean, it was just a wine press.
You shouldn't go check stuff out alone, Grace. Especially not when me or Gabe are around to go with you.
Well, you were occupied.
What? You mean Maddie? No, I was just...
There are two little lost lambs, and how sweetly they chat, little heads in a row.
Madeline?
What on earth?
I was just telling Grace,
Never mind, you are both adults, but we are moving on now.
Thanks a lot, Mose.
Thanks for what?
I didn't do anything.
He's right, he didn't.
Dr. Wen, have you read Dr. Wen's book on Grand Le Chateau?
This looks better because it's blurry on purpose.
Dr. Wen
Overhead
mentioned that the chair is connected to the devil in the church.
Without temptation. Yes, I have heard that theory, but a more interesting one links the phrase to the paintings.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, that's just silly.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be a big gash on their necks.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's rough. Yikes.